I had always believed birthdays were small reflections of a marriage. Ours had been steady for 7 years, no fireworks, but warm, predictable, safe. My husband never forgot important dates. He made coffee the way I liked, checked in during my work breaks, and kissed my forehead every night like it was a habit he never questioned. That morning, he woke me up with a smile and a quiet happy birthday, like he was proud of himself just for saying it first. The gift sat on the dining table, neatly wrapped, heavier than I expected. He watched me open it, his eyes filled with something that looked like excitement, maybe even nerves. Inside was something thoughtful, something personal. The kind of gift that says, "I know you." I remember laughing and telling him he didn't have to do all this. He shrugged and said I deserved it. That line stuck with me. We spent the day together. Lunch at my favorite place. A few photos. A calm, comfortable kind of happiness. I even remember thinking how lucky I was that my life didn't have drama like the stories I read online. I thanked him more than once. I meant it. At that moment, I truly believed this birthday was proof that our marriage was solid, that whatever people said about long-term relationships didn't apply to us. I didn't know yet that the gift wasn't just a celebration. It was a confession wrapped in paper. That night, after everything had quieted down, I picked the gift up again. I don't know why. There was no dramatic reason, just a strange pull I couldn't explain. Something about it didn't sit right with me anymore. It was too specific, too carefully chosen. I started noticing details I'd ignored earlier. A brand I'd once mentioned in passing. A feature I never asked for. It felt like the kind of thing someone recommends, not discovers on their own. I checked the packaging more closely. Inside the box, tucked beneath the lining, was a small card I hadn't seen before. Not a birthday note. Not even his handwriting. Just a printed message with a date on it, 2 weeks before my birthday. My chest tightened. I told myself it meant nothing. Gifts are bought early all the time. Still, the doubt stayed. When I asked him casually where he got it, his answer came too fast. Too rehearsed. He didn't look at me when he spoke. That was new. He'd always been terrible at lying, which is why the shift was so obvious. I laughed it off, but my mind kept replaying his tone. Later, I did something I'd never done before. I searched his email while he slept. I wasn't proud of it, but trust doesn't disappear quietly, it erodes. I didn't find what I expected. What I found was worse. A receipt. A message thread. And one line that made my stomach drop, "She's going to love it. Just like you did." I didn't cry right away. I just sat there, staring at the screen, rereading the same words until they stopped making sense. The timestamp confirmed what my mind was trying to deny. The gift wasn't meant for me first. I wasn't the original thought. I was the second choice. The weight of that realization was heavier than any confession he could have made out loud. When I confronted him, I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. I asked one simple question, and his silence answered everything. His face changed in a way I'd never seen before, not anger, not surprise, just defeat. He tried to explain, but every sentence sounded like an excuse that had been practiced too many times. He said it just happened. He said it didn't mean anything. He said he was going to end it. None of that explained why my birthday gift had already belonged to someone else. He admitted the affair had been going on for months. Someone from work. Someone who knew he was married. Someone who had unwrapped that same gift, smiled, and thanked him. I felt humiliated in a way I didn't know was possible. Not just betrayed, but reduced. My birthday wasn't special. It was recycled. I finally cried then, not because he cheated, but because I realized how carefully he'd lied. Every kind word, every routine kiss, every normal day had carried a secret. The gift hadn't revealed his love. It exposed his carelessness. And once I saw it clearly, there was no way to unsee it. I thanked him the next morning. Not sarcastically. Not loudly. Just a quiet, controlled thank you that confused him more than shouting ever could. He asked what I meant, and I told him the truth. I thanked him for the clarity. For showing me exactly who I was married to without dragging it out for years. For turning my birthday into the moment I stopped lying to myself. I didn't beg. I didn't negotiate. I told him I was done, and this time the words felt steady. He cried then. Said he made a mistake. Said he loved me. I listened without reacting, because love doesn't arrive wrapped in someone else's memory. Whatever he felt, it wasn't respect. I packed only what mattered. Not out of revenge, not out of drama, but because staying would have meant accepting a version of myself I didn't recognize. The gift stayed behind. It wasn't cursed or symbolic anymore. It was just an object that had done its job. Leaving didn't feel empowering right away. It felt hollow. But hollow was honest, and honesty was something I hadn't been given in a long time. My birthday didn't end with candles or wishes. It ended with a decision. And strangely enough, that made it the most meaningful gift I've ever received.